All right, guys, welcome back to school. Welcome to day one. Hope you guys had a nice summer break. So this is Accelerated Pre-Calc. I'm Mr. Yang, and I'm excited to be teaching you guys this year. This year I have 3 AP Calculus and I have 2 Honors Pre-Calc, so I'm happy that I get the best students in class and that in the school, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to teach you guys. I just want to go through a couple of things. You guys should have picked up 3 things: the syllabus, calendar, and this who I am. Just for me to get to know you a little bit. If you guys can fill that out sometime today and turn that in tomorrow, that'll be great. Okay, so the first thing I want you guys to do is, if you guys can take out your phone, and I want you guys to sign up for the Remind. Okay. The Remind is also at the top left corner of your syllabus. So if you just go to your syllabus, and it's the code is 48A KGA2. So on your syllabus, if you can't see this on my screen, you can go to syllabus, the top left-hand corner. And I want you guys to all sign up because this is a great way for me to send out semi-regular reminders, especially if there's a test or quiz coming up. I want to remind you the day before, right? So I usually send out texts around 5:30 in the afternoon, especially if there's like a quiz or test coming up, so you're reminded of that, and you're not coming into class the next day surprised or forgetting that there's a quiz or test. Or if there's anything in class that I forget to mention, I want to be able to get that out to you before I forget for the next day. So, and also it's a great way for me to quickly contact you if I have a question, or if I want to ask you individual questions. So I think a lot of students prefer text, but we can also email as well, but it's just the text is, and most students prefer it. So that's a quick way for me to get in contact with you. Okay, so hopefully you guys are all able to see that and sign up. Okay, does anybody have trouble finding or signing up? Okay. The next thing that I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go to my website, and I want to make sure that you're familiar with all the things that I have on my website. I try to make it where everything that I present in class, whether it's notes or keys or the lesson, because I want to record every lesson for every day. So if you miss a day and you want to kind of keep up with class, then you can watch the video, you can keep up with your notes. I'll give you a packet of notes every unit. So and if you misplace your packet at home, you can also pull it from the website as well and print it out from your website, or from my website. Or if you're in class and after the lesson you feel like you just want to watch the video again, just to have those points highlighted to you, and just rewatch that lesson, you're welcome to do that as well. So, but I want to make sure that you guys are able to access and know where to find all that information. So if you guys can go to mryangteacher.weebly.com, that's my website. Now, the website is going to take directly to the AP Calculus page, okay? But we're not AP Calculus, we're in Accelerated Pre-Calc. So you're going to have to click on the tab for Accelerated Pre-Calc. So click on that tab, and you should see this page. Okay, that's the home page for our Excel Honors Pre-Calc class. Okay, there's a couple of links that I want to make you aware of. Most of the time, you're going to be going to your class notes and videos. I'm going to have everything laid out, units, day, so everything should be should be well organized and easy to find. If you're looking for any topic, any day that you missed, you should be able to find it under class notes and videos. Class calendar, Excel pre-calc, I'm going to update that. It should read August 2022. You guys have a physical copy of the calendar, but I'm also going to upload the calendar on the website in case you misplace it and you want to be able to print one out. The online textbook, there's a class link, Launchpad link. I think most students are not going to, we're not really going to use the textbook that much. I feel like everything is going to be self-contained within our packets that I'm going to hand you. But if you want to have a physical textbook, that is fine as well. But if you check one out from Media Center, then you're going to keep this at home. Okay, there's no need for you to bring this to class, and I don't think there's a need to even have this at school. So I would just leave it at home, and if you want as a resource or just be able to look through how they, or if you want to pick out some extra problems, or if you want to see how they explain different concepts, you can have this as a resource. So I think most students are not going to have textbook, which is perfectly fine. But if you are, you can check one out from the Media Center. I do want to let the Media Center know how many to set aside. So and you can always change your mind later. But I just want to kind of get a rough count. Can you raise your hand if you feel like you want to have a textbook at home just as extra resource? Okay. So a few. Okay. So I'm just going to maybe set aside like maybe 5 books or so. But if you change your mind, you can just go down to Media Center and just ask to check out a pre-calc book. Okay, it looks like this. Okay. But I think for us, I think most of us are we don't really need it. If we have the packet, I think that should be enough. But you're more than welcome to check out the textbook. Syllabus, you guys have a physical copy, but I also uploaded a copy on the website as well. Okay, so now I want you guys to click on class notes and videos in your okay. Click on class notes and videos under the Excel pre-calc homepage. At the top, you'll see a link to the calendar. I'm going to be handing out the student packets tomorrow. And then there's also a key for all the pages that I hand out. And you're going to see that I've already kind of started to upload the keys for these upcoming days. So I'm going to give you all the packets so if you don't print anything out, you can just print it from this packet. But if you miss a day, or if you want to look at the key for the notes that we take each day, you click on the link. And then I also have class notes video for that particular day. So I have all the videos from last year, so I think I'm going to still record lessons for this year and upload them. So I will date them as 2022. And then these class notes will be from previous years. So right now, I just want to make sure that you guys can get to this page. And you can see that there are different, last year was the first year I got to teach pre-calc, so I kind of built this website from last year. So you can see all the units are already on the website. But if you guys just go to this page, and I just want to walk around and make sure that you guys can get to this page, because I want to make sure that if you miss a day or if you're looking for something, everything is self-contained on the website. Okay, whether it's handout, videos, keys, or notes. Okay, so just show me that you have that page. And click on Everything you need for person. Okay, guys, I'll send out a text remind this afternoon just to make sure that you guys are receiving my messages, and then I'll send a link to this first unit page so that you know exactly where my website is. Okay. Okay, any questions? All right, I want to highlight a couple of things from our class syllabus. First, the grading scale is going to be, it should be consistent all the way across all the classes that you take. So there's going to be major category, minor category, and the practice homework category. Okay. The major category will be your tests. Minor category will be your quizzes, and then practice will be your homework. Now, last year was the first year I got to teach pre-calc, and what I noticed was that the homework is not super extensive. So I think what I found was a good routine is I'm going to have us do all the classwork in class. That way I can double check and make sure that you guys are all good. And I will be doing I'll be checking for your classwork at the end of every class. That way you can just get everything done in class. You don't do anything at home if you don't want to. And typically, I found that students last year were able, as long as you pay attention in class and do the classwork, you can do additional work at home. But typically, I'm pretty comfortable with student progress if they can get through all the classwork and they can check their answers and they can ask all their questions. So I really don't see a whole lot of homework in this class. Last year, we were good. We just spent the class period, get all that in. So if you do your classwork, I can just check you off at the end of the class, and that's an automatic 100 that goes in the grade book for your practice category. Okay, that way you don't have to worry about, wait, I forgot to do my homework last night. I just get it all done in class. So typically, I would say like 90% of the students that I had were just good, with taking care of all their classwork in class, and there were no issues. However, if you did not finish your homework, you can always show me your late homework. But late homework, if you don't show me the day after, then it's considered late. Then you'll be deducted 1 point. So every assignment is worth 4 points. If you turn in a late assignment, it'll be 3 out of 4 points, which isn't terrible. And if let's say you only have 1 late assignment, it's still going to be 95%, and it's still going to be a good grade. But I would say, majority of students last year had no trouble getting 100 for homework classroom. Right. All right. Any questions so far? Okay, so we're gonna, at least for my class, we're gonna do a little bit something different for cell phones. Because phones sometimes can be a distraction in class. So tomorrow, when you enter the class, I'm gonna have assigned seating for you. So you're gonna look on the screen and you're gonna find your assigned seats. And when you find your assigned seat, you see that there is gonna be a number at the upper right corner of your desk. Okay? And that number is going to correspond to where you're going to put your phone. Okay, so you're going to put your phone in one of these slots depending on which seat you're in. Okay. Now, last year, I was typically able to get through class and all the classwork, with like 10 minutes remaining. So as soon as I check your classwork and I'm good for the day, you are welcome to get your phones. Okay, so I say 5 minutes before the bell, but that's worst case scenario. Typically, we finish with 10 minutes remaining. Okay, so I just want all your phones up here so that we just make sure that we are paying 100% attention and getting all of our work done. And once your work is done, then you're welcome to get your device. All devices and laptop computers are to be put away off your desk. So I'm going to have physical copies for everything. So there's no need to have any devices on your desk. If you come in misplacing your packet, I will have an extra packet for you to work off of. Okay, so I'm going to have we'll do everything with physical copies. Students will have opportunity to recover each test grade up to 75. Recovery test needs to be completed before the next unit test. So if you did poorly on the test, I'll try to get that test grade test back to you within a week. And then you can do corrections on it, ask any questions that you like, and then we'll set up a day the week after that for you to do a recovery test, and you can recover that test grade up to 75. Okay. There's no recovery for quizzes, but I think what we're going to do is if you do terrible on the quiz, but then you get at least a 75 on the test, then I'll replace the quiz grade up to a 75. Okay. I'm going to hold morning help sessions the day of quizzes or tests. Now, I got to coordinate this with my AP Calculus class. So sometimes there may be a conflict with help sessions. So if that's the case, then I'll announce it the day before that the help session will be 5th period lunch before the test. So if the test was Thursday and there's a conflict with my AP Calculus class, then I'll have a help session 5th period or after school. And if you're not able to attend the help session, and if you want to, I'll record the help session, and you'll also, it's basically be another quiz review worksheet that's similar to the one that we did in class. So I'll have all that uploaded on the website, so you're welcome to just work at your own pace, or if you can come to 5th period lunch or after school. But typically, if there's no conflict, then I'll try to have it 7:30 a.m. in the morning for help sessions on the day of the test or quiz. Help sessions will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube, so I'm going to put the links up on the website for all the lessons, all the help sessions. Okay. And then textbook, we're not going to do that. So if you want a textbook, you can go down to Media Center, pick one up. I'll let them know to set aside like maybe 5 to 10 textbooks between all of our classes. Okay, students class supply lists. I like the graphing calculator because if you have this, you can get comfortable with it, and then it'll be very useful for your stats class or for your AP Calculus class next year. But there's no requirement, so you could use the graphic calculator, or you can use the 36 Pro. They can pretty much do the same things for this class, but I think this is going to be really helpful for future. So if you're able to get your hands on a graphic calculator, it doesn't matter if it's an 83 or 84, but ultimately you can choose. So these are the most common ones. But it's good if you're able to get a graphing calculator. It'll be good for next year if you plan to take calculus. Okay, there's a yeah, so that's a link for the online textbook. Most of us are not going to have to worry about that. Let's see. Okay, any questions right now? I wanted to do a quick intro into our lesson. So, because let me talk about the calendar here. I think a lot of this week will feel like review, which is good. It's kind of a good way for us to kind of ease into the school year. Okay, so your calendar, we're just going to do 1.01, which is on the back of this the calendar. So it will take a few minutes just for us to kind of get into reviewing trig. Tomorrow we'll do right triangle trig, we'll do solving, we'll do applications and review, and then we're going to have a quiz this Friday. Okay, but we'll make sure that that we're really comfortable by Thursday, and there's no surprises, and you'll be able to do well on Friday's quiz. I will have a help session Thursday 5th period, and also have a help session Friday morning 7:30. Okay, there's no conflict with calculus, so I'll make sure that that we're all ready and comfortable, and that we're successful in that first quiz. Okay. So in general, we're going to try to have at least one quiz per unit, sometimes two, depending on how long that unit is. So you can see that we're going to have these short quizzes over the course of these next 2 weeks, and then at the end of or the beginning of next month, we're going to finish off unit 1. Okay, but I'll give you the full packet tomorrow. This is from Ms. Latimer. She has a link for the homework keys, but I also did my keys, which is on my website. So it's pretty much the same. So there's different ways that you can access the homework keys or the classwork keys. All right, so let's turn to the next page here. We're just going to do this as a class, okay? But it says we're going to measure the side lengths of the following. We're going to skip that part. I'm just going to have us assign values for each of the sides. So I'm going to have you guys copy this down first. So let's say that all these are right triangles. For triangle 1, we have side length 8, hypotenuse 9, and short leg 4. Second triangle, hypotenuse 8, and then the legs are 3 and 7. And last triangle, 6, 13, and then hypotenuse is 14. I'll move that up in a second. Okay, so these are all right triangles. Number one says, are the triangles similar? So similar triangles just mean that they all have the same angle measure. And these are all going to be similar triangles because every triangle has 2 out of the 3 angles being the same. So 90, 63, 90, 63. We know that all the angles of a triangle adds up to be what? 180. So we know that the third missing side, third missing angle are all going to be the same. Okay. So yes. Okay, so we're just doing a quick review of SOHCAHTOA. I'll put it up here. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite over adjacent. Okay, so number 2, what is the ratio of each leg to the hypotenuse in each of the 3 triangles? Now we're looking at everything from the 63-degree perspective. So I'll highlight each of those angles here. So we're determining the opposite and adjacent from the perspective of standing where this angle is. Okay. So we know hypotenuse is always going to be across from a 90-degree angle. Opposite is always going to be across from the angle that imagine we're standing at this corner and we're looking across this triangle to the side. And adjacent is going to be the side that is touching the angle that we're sitting at. Okay. So for triangle 1, what's the ratio going to be for opposite over hypotenuse? Say it again? 8. Yep, 8 over 9. So 8 is opposite, 9 is hypotenuse. Okay, do the same thing for triangles 2 and 3 for the first row, opposite or hypotenuse for each of the triangles. Okay, so now let's revisit each of the triangles, and then let's do adjacent hypotenuse. Okay, so are we good with the table? Okay, so what's the sine of 63? Well, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So for triangle 1, sine of 63 will be 8/9. Triangle 2, opposite over hypotenuse. This all refers to the ratio for sine. Okay, if you were to enter sine 63 in your calculator, if you're making sure that you're in degree mode, it's all going to be coming out the same, around 0.89. Okay, number 5. What do you think that means for comparison of cosine 63 on the triangles? To the calculator, tangent 63, why are all the values equal? So the ratios across all these similar triangles are the same. You've all seen this before, so this all should be reviewed. And this first week, I don't think you're going to feel like it's not feel like anything new. Okay. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So with the remaining time, if you guys can do this for me, you can fill out the who I am. Handout just for me to kind of get to know you a little bit. And when you're finished, you can just come up and just put this on the chair here. Okay. So that's all for today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be sending out a text reminder this afternoon. Make sure that you're receiving my my text. When you come in tomorrow, look on the board for your seating chart. And once you find your seats, then go ahead and put your phone in the number that matches your desk number. Okay. You'll also pick up the packet, which I will have for you tomorrow, and we'll start lesson 1.